back on my gob, everybody. Hey, Scott Rogers, he donated for me to put Elvis Presley, the King in the Ring, versus Kiss Unplugged. I'm a huge Elvis Presley fan. I am a late, very late Elvis Presley fan. That I became fan-ish in the 90s. You got a couple of their, greatest hits. But, I just like listening to Elvis here and there. As the years go by, I appreciate him more and more to the fact that now I love him. I own a lot of Elvis stuff, man. I love to chill with Elvis' voice. My favorite singer of all time was Robin Zander. He's Elvis Presley. Golden voice. And that is, Elvis at his peak as far as live performing. That show, man. And I got that Blu-ray. That 69 comeback special. Unbelievable. This was unbelievable as well. For me, when I first saw it on MTV, I was like, this is great. Then I saw the whole version. Then there's even a 3-hour version I have on DVD. Where they played a lot of the songs over and over again. But god damn do I love Unplugged. Unplugged and Dress to Kill are the two albums I listen to the most. But anyway, they're both exceptionally awesome. So let's get this started. Alright, we start with That's Alright Mama. I believe his first hit, maybe? I know it was one of his first songs. See, I've been into Elvis like a big fan for about 6 years now. Give me a little more time to know all the knickknacks. Coming Home, it's good. But it's one of those good songs I think that song would have sounded better on Dress to Kill, and she would have sounded better on Higher Than Hell. I'm a Kiss nerd. That's why I said that. And, yeah. Coming Home's okay, but no. That's Alright wins. Alright, next. Heartbreak Hotel versus Plaster Caster. Again, I'm going with Elvis on that, man. Even the fuck up and all, man. I love Heartbreak Hotel. Badass. One of my favorite Elvis songs. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the original version that was recorded has no drums. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm giving that Heartbreak Hotel. Alright, next. Going Blind versus Love Me. Now this one was tough. I gotta say, it was tough. But I gotta go with Love Me. That song is so beautifully sung. What a voice. That's why, if you hate Elvis out there, that's fine. But you gotta understand, the reason that guy is like godlike to so many people, like almost 50 years after he died, it's because of that freaking voice, man. That voice, I don't care. He could have looked like, I don't care, fucking Jack Black or whoever. I don't care. That voice. He was big when he died, and he's still singing awesome. That Elvis movie where they actually showed footage of him singing Unchained Melody. That was his last performance, and listen to that voice. Unbelievable. The guy was a god. Hate him all you want, you haters. But he was a god, like it or not. I accept the fact that a lot of people think that Bono is God from U2. I can't stand U2 and I can't stand Boner. I can't stand that shit. But hey, that's what they think. They think Boner is a god. I think Elvis is a god. See how that works? Alright. Love Me wins. Next. Do You Love Me, Baby, versus Baby, What You Want Me to Do. Man. You think I'd give it to Elvis, right? No. I love the version of Do You Love Me on here. It's awesome. awesome. And that Elvis song is awesome, but I'm giving that to Kiss. Oh my God. All right. Domino versus Lottie Miss Claudie. I'll go with Lottie Miss Claudie. Domino, I don't care for that song. I don't care for the studio version. I don't care for this version. I don't hate it. I've heard far worse, like Cadillac Dream and Childhood Den from Gene. Way worse. But this is like a bad later ZZ Top song. It's okay though, but it loses. Alright, next. Are You Lonesome Tonight versus Man. Probably my favorite off Unplugged. Sure Knows Something. And it loses. I'm serious. Sure Knows Something is like my favorite song on this thing. And I can't say though, it's better than the studio version. A lot of people do think that. I don't. I think the studio version is still a little bit better because I love the production of that sleek, whatever the hell people complain about. I love what people complain about Dynasty, what they can't stand. I freaking love. But man, Are You Lonesome Tonight, man? Listen to the man sing that. And tell me I'm wrong. I'll still disagree with you if you do say I'm wrong. So, let's pick a random album and let's go. Let's go right here. This episode being brought to you by Scott Rogers and this is a good album. Goddamn Evil. Probably my third favorite Striper album. Ticket to the Cross. A lot of people were like blown away by that song. People were like, "Ooh." I love it. What's my favorite song here? The Valley is my favorite tune on this. Good stuff. Goddamn Evil, Striper. I know a lot of you hate it. Too bad for you. Alright, now we go to side 2. I hope I'm getting this right, Scott, because you said side 1, side 2. That's what I did, but I had to add songs. I might have done something wrong. I'm sorry if I did. But side 1 and side 2 of that record is there. By the way, that's not the record. This is AI. Alright, so, yeah. When My Blue Moon Turns to Gold again versus A World Without Heroes. I love them both, but I'm giving that one a kiss. I think it's a beautiful version. See there, I prefer that version over the Elder version. And I love the Elder version. But I actually prefer the Unplugged version more. I can't say that about Sure Knows Something. I'm giving that to Kiss. Oh my God, Kiss. Next. Blue Christmas versus Rock Bottom. Definitely Kiss. They do an awesome version of it. Very killer version of that song, Rock Bottom. It's awesome. It wins. Giving that another one to Kiss. Alright, oh my God. Okay, next. Trying to Get You versus See You Tonight. Again, I gotta go with Kiss. See You Tonight is fucking awesome on here. I love that song. Alright, next. One Night versus I Still Love You. You know, I was listening to Unplugged actually before this. Well, both actually. I listened to both. I Still Love You. I always say it, man. I love that song on the studio version on Creatures of the Night. I hate it live because all the vocal gymnastic and shit. He does it here, but not as much as I remember. This is like the second best version of it. But it loses. It loses because One Night is freaking amazing. It's so amazing it's on here twice. Alright. Next. Baby What You Want Me to Do, which is played again, versus Every Time I Look at You. I don't like Every Time I Look at You. I don't like that version. I don't like the version on Revenge. That's definitely the worst song on there. So yeah, I'm giving that to Elvis. Baby, what you want me to do? All right, again, One Night Again versus 2000 Men. I'm giving that one to Kiss. And I like the Dynasty Sheen version more, but it rocks. It's a rockin' tune. They played it well. The 4 original members kick ass. 2000 Man wins. Now you think about it, the last 2 songs that the 4 original members did was those 2 songs on Unplugged. And nothing, damn it, the song I just mentioned, 2000 Man, and Into the Void. I think, oh yeah, didn't they redo Detroit Rock City? Question for all you Kiss nerds, didn't they redo that for the movie, but it's not on the soundtrack? Pretty sure they did. That's it, yeah. 2000 Man wins. All right, next. Again, Heartbreak Hotel versus Beth. Heartbreak Hotel. Definitely. I think that's the one with the fuck up. I gotta give it to that. And I love Beth on here. Love it. I think it's great. Played very well acoustically. It really did show Kiss had chops. A lot of people say they suck, they can't play, and they had chops. All right. Next. Memories versus Nothing to Lose. Not original 4, because Eric Singer and Bruce Kulick was up there. Same thing with Rock and Roll All Night. I'm going with Memories. I'm not even going to attempt to sing like St. Elvis. Giving it to Memories. Next. Rock and Roll All Night versus That's Alright Mama. Again, I'm going with That's Alright. And Scott, I'm sorry if I got any of this wrong. I really am. But you said side 1, side 2. That's side 1 and side 2. And there you go. So thank you, Scott. And this is the final score. There you go. Elvis won by 3. But that just shows you how good Kiss Unplugged is to me, man. I put it up there with that. With history. That is historic. This was like historic for us Kiss nerds. Did you know that Unplugged with Kiss, the guy that had Unplugged, that owned it, whatever, he was a huge Kiss fan, right? And he wanted Kiss to go on Unplugged. But MTV said, you can't get Kiss on Unplugged unless you bring out Ace and Peter. That's what I heard. And that's how they got on Kiss Unplugged. They brought out Ace and Peter. And that ruined the Revenge lineup right there. Ruined it. Badly. That's why Kiss never had Ace and Peter, reunite after it was over. They liked the Scabs more because they were more in control and, whatever. But anyway, there you go. Scott, thank you so much for the donation. I hope you enjoyed this track by track, even if I messed up. And everybody out there, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And stay frosty. Like the video, it's good for the YouTube algorithms. And smack 'em a gob.